Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are learning the basics of the PyTorch, which is a very popular framework for machine learning. And in today's video I will show you how you can use PyTorch or tensors, and after that we will see how we can do the simple maths with the PyTorch, and in the end we will see how we can use the GPU to make our calculations faster. So if you are excited, hit the like button, and in my upcoming videos I will show you how you can use PyTorch to make neural networks for machine learning and deep learning models. So you can also subscribe my channel to get the updates of the new uploads. So let's get started. So guys, if you don't know about what is PyTorch, PyTorch is a machine learning framework that is created by the Facebook, and it helps you to build model like things for image recognition, pattern recognition, natural language processing and more. And it is so powerful because it is very easy to use and it works well with the GPU for the faster computation. So before starting with the PyTorch, the first thing we have to do is to install the PyTorch that works with the Cuda and cuDNN. So I have already made the detailed video how you can install the Cuda toolkit and cuDNN with PyTorch for Windows and Linux, and I will share the link of these videos in the description. So after installing the PyTorch, we have to open our compiler where we can write the code. So I'm using the VS Code. To open this, I have to just type Windows key CMD, run it as an administrator, click on yes, and next we have to go into our working directory or into your project directory, and my working directory is in C YouTube, and I will create a new directory with the name of PyTorch introduction and press enter. Next I will move into this directory, PyTorch introduction, and now I'm going to open my compiler from my project directory. So I'm using VS Code. For this I have to type code space dot minus minus no minus sandbox and press enter. So to use the PyTorch in your code, you have to import it. For this you can simply type here import torch. It will load the PyTorch library. Next, if you want to see your PyTorch version and you want to make sure that is it working with the Cuda or not, you can simply use two print commands to print the status of your PyTorch. First you have to type here print brackets, and you have to type here torch, and from torch we are going to see its version. Just type here version, and the next thing you have to print, and you have to see if your PyTorch is working with Cuda or not. For this you can simply type here torch.cuda is available and the brackets, and you can save your file. Next we are going to run our file from the terminal. I'm using Python 3.12. For this I have to type here Python 3.12, and my file name is intro.py and press enter. As you can see that I have already installed the PyTorch 2.5.1 for Cuda 12.4, and in the next line it says true. It means that my PyTorch is able to access my Cuda toolkit. It means that my PyTorch is able to work with my Cuda or with my NVIDIA graphics card. And if you want to see your Cuda version, that I have installed my PyTorch for Cuda 12.4. So to see your Cuda version, you can simply type here nvcc space minus minus version and press enter. As you can see here, I have Cuda 12.4. So you must have to install then the PyTorch for the compatible Cuda version. So next we are going to create tensors. Tensors are the main building blocks of PyTorch, and you can think of them as like containers of the data, like it contains either a single number, list, vectors or matrices, and you can create either 0-dimensional, 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional or multi-dimensional tensors. And you can also think of them as like arrays in Python. And why we are using tensors instead of arrays? Because we can fed our tensors to the GPU to make our calculation faster. So first we are going to create a 0-dimensional tensor or just a scalar number. For this you can type here scalar is equal to, from the torch library we are using the tensor, and to create just a scalar number 0-dimensional tensor you can pass here any kind of number, for example 1 here, or you can also pass the floating point number. And next we are going to print it. Just type here print, this is our scalar tensor, comma, and you can pass your scalar here. And next we will see how we can create a 1-dimensional tensor. For this you can type here tensor 1d is equal to 1D tensor is like a list. So you can type here or a vector torch.tensor, and for this you can simply pass here your list. For example, a list contains 2 numbers, 3 numbers, or multiple numbers. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the list containing just 3 numbers. So you can print here, for example, this is our tensor 1-dimensional, and comma here, and tensor 1D. And next we are going to create a 2-dimensional tensor, and for this you can simply type here tensor 2D is equal to, again you have to use torch.tensor, and now we are going to create a 2D matrix. For this you can simply create like 2 blocks here, and you have to pass your data inside these blocks, and for this I'm going to just pass 1, 2 and 3, 4. So this is our 2D tensor or a matrix, and to print it you can simply again type here print tensor 2D, tensor 2D. And you can also create the 3-dimensional tensors, and 3-dimensional tensors are like a cube containing your data. So for this you can simply type here tensor 3D is equal to torch.tensor, and now you have to pass the bracket here, the main bracket, and for the 3-dimensional data you have to pass the bracket here, and you have to pass your first dimension here, and you have to put comma here, and next you have to pass your next elements 3, 4, and you have to contain it inside another bracket, and next you have to put comma here, and you have to create the second one, and for this you can type here 5, 6, and here 7, 8, and you have to put one more bracket here. So now you have to print this 3-dimensional data. You can simply type here print and tensor 3D, tensor 3D. So this is how you can create a scalar 1-dimensional or multi-dimensional data. Now we are going to test our program. For this you have to open your terminal and again type Python 3.12, and my file name is intro.py, and press enter. As you can see that it is printing all of my tensors here. This is the scalar and the type is float here, and this is our 1D tensor like list or vector. This is our 2D matrix, and this is our 3D data. So this is how you can create a single or multi-dimensional data in tensors. So next we are going to perform the arithmetic operations on 1D tensor or multiple dimensional tensors, and you can do in the similar way as you can do for arrays in Python. So now I'm going to create 2 example tensors. For example, a is equal to, and I'm going to create first a 1-dimensional tensor. For this I'm going to copy it from here and paste it here, and next we are going to create our second tensor, and I will name it b, and you can change it elements to, for example, 4, 5, 6, and to perform the addition you can simply type here print sum and put the comma here, and for the addition you can simply type here a plus b. So this will add these 2 tensors and print it. And next, to perform the subtraction you can simply put the minus sign here and change it with sub, and similarly for the multiplication you can put this asterisk in between these 2 tensors, and for the division you can copy it again from here and paste it here and change the asterisk sign with the backslash and put the div here. That's it. Now save your file, and now we are going to run our file to test the arithmetic operations. For this you can simply type in Python 3.12 and your file, press enter, and as you can see that the sum of these 2 tensor is 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 6 plus 3 is 9. And similarly for the subtraction, a minus b, so a is 1 minus 4 is equal to minus 3, 2 minus 5 again minus 3, and 3 minus 6 is minus 3. And for the multiplication, and it is 4 into 1 is 4, 5 into 2 is 10, and 6 into 3 is 18. And for the division is the same, 1 divided by 4, 2 divided by 5, and 3 divided by 6. As you can see here, we have done the element wise addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division. But for the 2D tensors, especially in the case of the multiplication, you have to follow the linear algebra rule for the matrix multiplication. You cannot do the element wise multiplication, and for this you can create again a 2D matrices, and we will see how we can perform the matrix multiplication following the linear algebra rule. For this, you can create here a 2D and B2D, and now our tensors are two-dimensional, so you can copy from here the 2D matrix and you can put it here. Next, you can put it here, and you can also change the elements here if you want. For example, 4, 5, 5, 6, and for the multiplication, for in case of 2D, you can simply type here print again mul 2D comma, and the multiplication of these two matrices, you have to type here torch.matmul, and you have to pass your two matrices here. For example, the multiplication of a two-dimensional with the b two-dimensional matrix. So this is it, how you can do the matrix multiplication in case of the 2D matrix, because you don't have to do the element wise multiplication. But for the rest of the sum, subtraction and division, you can use the same commands in case of 2D or multi-dimensional tensor. So now we are going to again run our program, and here is the multiplication of our 2D tensors. Next, we will see how we can use the GPU, or how we can transfer our tensors to the GPU in order to make our calculations faster. Right now, all of my tensors are on the CPU, and if you are unsure that your tensor is either on CPU or GPU, you can check it by typing here print your tensor here, for example a2d and dot device, and you can go back to your console and you can run your program. As you can see here that my vector a2d is on CPU. So how you can shift your tensors to the GPU and to make the calculations faster, you have to type here in the end dot two brackets, and here you have to type Cuda. And if I run my program again, now you will see that my a2 device is not on CPU, it's on GPU. And you will also get the error because here you are performing the multiplication in between two tensors. So one of our tensor is on GPU and one of our tensor is on CPU, and we are getting the error because now it is expecting that our all tensors to be on the same device in this operation. So now you have to shift also B to D to the GPU. So you can simply copy it from here and pass it here. Now both of your tensors are shifted on the GPU. Now it will perform this matrix multiplication not on your CPU but in your GPU. So if I run my program again, now you will see again some error, and it is saying that Cuda not implemented for long. It means that Cuda does not work with the integer types like int32, int64 or long type of variables. It is only work with float32 or float type of variables. So you have to also change your variables from integer to float. As I have changed all my variables from integers to the float type, so if I run my program again, as you can see that now I have got no error, and this operation is performed on the GPU because both of these tensors are on the GPU, and this matrix multiplication is also performed on the GPU, and you can see the results here. So this is how you can transfer your tensors on the GPU and you can make your calculations faster. And in my next video we are going to do the speed experiment between CPU and GPU, and we will see how much it will make faster calculations in GPU as compared to the CPU. So see you next time. Bye bye.